Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing fine and you are also safe. So in our last videos we were reading about rational and irrational numbers of our first chapter, that is of real number. Okay. So when we were discussing about rational and irrational number, we also saw which numbers are called as rational numbers, which numbers are called as irrational numbers, and also we saw the decimal expansion of the numbers, right? And we saw how can we divide these two rational numbers given their decimal expansion. We saw there are three types of expansions, that is, one is terminating, second one being non-terminating repeating, that the remainder never becomes 0 and one digit or a block of digits are repeated in some intervals, and the third one being non-terminating non-repeating. Why I'm starting this again is I have to tell you one important kind of division of these three type of decimal expansions which I left by mistake in my previous video. So after stating that, I'd continue to the rest. Okay, so these two define the rational numbers, and this one is the expansion of the irrational number. So we also saw how can we prove that a decimal expansion which is terminating is a rational number, and how is a rational number, and how the same non-terminating repeating decimal expansion also belongs to a rational number. Now I told you that we have something like this, also we have something like this. What are the difference between these two is, here in this where I have placed a bar on 3, which is the only digit after the decimal point, the it is the only thing, and this keeps on repeating. Similarly, if I write 543 and I place a bar over all the digits after the decimal point, here all the digits are repeated, but here there is some part which is not repeated, and then there is some part which is repeated. So what is the difference is, we have two types of decimal expansion, and we give a name to these two types of decimal expansion, that is, one is mixed recurring and another one is pure recurring. Okay, repeating is also called as recurring because one digit or a block of digit occur repeatedly. So which decimal is called as mixed recurring? This one, where we have a non-repeating part also and we have a repeating part also. But here, if the entire block of digits, whatever digit or digits are there after the decimal point, if everything is repeated, this is called as pure recurring. Okay, so this information I missed in my previous videos, so this was for your information. Now let us consider what we are going to study for today. As we know, we have studied about various algebraic operations on rational numbers, right? We know how to add the rational numbers. We know how to subtract the rational numbers. You know addition. You know the subtraction of rational numbers. You also know how to multiply the rational numbers. Multiplication, and the last one is division. We all know these four operations for rational numbers. But what do we do for irrational numbers? How do we add, subtract, multiply and divide the irrational numbers? Along with these four properties, these four operations, we also know various properties of rational numbers as well. That is being closure property. This is something called as commutative property, something else is called as associative property, and so on. These three we studied for rational numbers, and I need to tell you whether all these properties and all these operations we can continue for the irrational number as well. So we will see whether irrational numbers are commutative or not, whether irrational numbers are associative or not, whether irrational numbers satisfy the closure property or not, and in by these four operations we need to prove them. Okay. Let's say if I'm telling you an example of proving the commutative property. If I add root 2 plus root 3, we know these are irrational numbers, right? So root 2 and root 3, if these two are added, whatever will be the result, this will be of course similar to this root 3 and root 2, sum of root 3 and root 2. So if I change the order of the numbers while adding, this does not make a difference. So as usual, the way rational number is commutative for addition, irrational numbers are also commutative for addition and for multiplication as well, and subtraction and division are not commutative for rational numbers also and for irrational numbers also. Same way we can prove associative properties also apply to the irrational numbers. But what about closure? Will the irrational numbers satisfy the closure property? We need to see that. By closure property we mean if we add or subtract or multiply or divide two rational numbers, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide, the result has to be a rational number. If this is so, we call this that the rational numbers are closed for these four operations, and we know rational numbers are not closed for division. There are some cases in which if we divide two rational numbers, the result is not always a rational number. But whether the same closure property applies to the irrational number or not, let's see. So like in the previous page I told you, root 2 plus root 3, it is irrational, that we can see. But then if I do this, what is the answer? 0. But is it rational? No. 0, sorry, is it irrational? No. 0 is a rational number. So it is clear that not always the irrational numbers satisfy the closure property. Again, if I do this, root 15 divided by root 15, what is the answer? 1, which is again a rational number. But if I divide root 15 by root 12, this is irrational. So from this I can say, if we add or subtract or multiply or divide two irrational numbers, the results are not always irrational. In this case it is irrational, in this case this is irrational, but in these two cases the result is not irrational. So essentially closure property is not satisfied by the irrational numbers always. But what happens if we add or subtract or multiply or divide one rational number along with another irrational number? What will be the result, whether it is irrational or rational? Now let me explain you by the help of the decimal expansion of root 2. It is 1.414 up to 3 digits, which is non-terminating, non-repeating. So now if I add, we know how to add, we add the whole part only, 3.414. But this remains as the previous, as this is non-terminating repeating, the decimal part is non-terminating repeating. So does it make this rational? No. This is also irrational, right? When I added one rational number along with an irrational number, I found the result to be irrational. Now if I add 2 and root 5, if I multiply 2 and root 5, what do I get? 2 root 5, which is again irrational. But if I take another rational number 0 and multiply it with an irrational number root 3, what do I get? 0, which is a rational number. So see the difference. Here I took a rational number and multiplied with another irrational number. I got the product to be an irrational number. But here I took a rational number, that is 0, and I multiplied it with root 3, which is an irrational number. But I found the product to be a rational number. So see, there are three different things. There are four different things actually. When I'm adding or subtracting or multiplying or dividing two irrational numbers, I'm getting various results, right? Here I got an irrational number as a result. Here I got an irrational number. But in these two cases, I found the results to be rational. But here if I change it, that if I add one rational number with another irrational number, or if I multiply one rational number with an irrational number, then in these two cases I found the results to be rational. But when I took 0 and multiplied it with another irrational number, I found a rational result. So what conclusion can I draw from all these statements is, now look at the statements that I have written. The sum and difference of a rational and an irrational number is irrational. Like I gave you the questions. This is 3.414 as I told, which is an irrational number. So in all the cases, when I add one rational number along with an irrational number, or if I carry out a subtraction of one rational and one irrational number, the result is always irrational. Now, the second point being the product or quotient, the multiplication or division, if we carry out these two processes, then, of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is irrational. Why non-zero? Because as I told, if I multiply 0 with an irrational number, I find the result to be a rational number. But if I multiply any non-zero rational number with an irrational number, the result is always irrational. Similarly, if we divide, then also I find the answer to be irrational. So this says the product or quotient of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is irrational. The third point says if we add, subtract, multiply or divide two irrationals or two irrational numbers, the result may be rational or irrational. Like I told you in the previous cases, we had two cases where the result was rational. We also had two cases where the results are irrational. So this says if we add, subtract, multiply or divide two irrational numbers, sometimes we may get the result to be rational, or sometimes we may get the result to be irrational. So this is the conclusion that we could draw from every addition, subtraction, multiplication and division that we carried out. Now if I give you a question that is given in a book, here are three numbers. This is one number and this is one number. You can see this is one irrational number and this is one irrational number. We have to add these two numbers. So how do we add these two numbers? See, this is 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus 2 minus 3 root 3. Now what do we do? 2 root 2 plus 2 plus 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3. Now what do we do? Here we have 2 multiplied by root 2 and 2 multiplied by nothing. So let me consider this to be 1. If I take 2 as common, what do I get? Root 2 plus 1 plus, here see, in both the numbers we find the irrational part to be same. So we can make it as 2 root 3, as we know 5, if this is considered as x or any number, 5x minus 3x, you know answer is 2x. So what do you get? This as your answer. This, if I write clearly, then 2 root 2 plus 1 plus 2 root 3. This becomes your answer. Like this you can carry out various additions, subtractions, multiplications and divisions of the number. I'll give you an example of a division as well. See, if we have a question, divide 8 root 6 by 2 root 3. Okay, so we have to carry out this division. 8 root 6 divided by 2 root 3. What do we do here? We split it. See how? This gives you root 3 into root 2 divided by 2 into root 3. How did we do this? This you will understand clearly after some time. I'm telling you. Here we can cancel out root 3 and root 3. We can also do this. So what is the answer? What is the answer? 4 into root 2. This way you can carry out the division as well. Now we considered 4 algebraic operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of rational and irrational numbers. We also saw some properties. Now let us discuss. We have discussed something called as root 2, root 5, root 7, all these numbers as irrational numbers. Now let me explain you clearly. If I tell you I have a number, let's say a, I have a natural number, let's say a, where root over square root of a gives you the answer b, then can I write b square gives you a, where b is a positive number. B cannot be 0 because square of 0 doesn't give you a natural number. So we know the statement, right? So like if I take an example, 16 being a natural number, if I write square root of 16, what is the value? It is 4. Then can't I write square of 4 is 16? We know this rule for natural numbers. Now let us extend the same for the real numbers as well. Okay, so if a is a real number, then if I write root a is equal to b, that is square root of a is equal to b, then we can also write square of b gives you a, where b is also greater than 0. Now there is a catch. The catch is a has to be a positive real number. What happens if we take a negative real number? Because if I'm taking square, means I have to multiply it 2 times, right? Let's say I'm taking 3 and I have to multiply it with 3. So what is the answer we get? 9. Now if I take 2 negative numbers, what is the answer? Again plus 9, here also plus 9. Can you tell me any case where if I multiply 2 same numbers, the product will be a negative number? No. So how can the square root, the number inside the square root, be a negative number? Hence we consider a to be a positive real number. In that case, if square root of a gives you b, then square of b gives you a, where b is greater than 0. That is, b is a positive number. Okay. Now if this is true for square roots, can I tell you if can you tell me that if I say 64, which number gives you this? What is this called? This is called as cube root. What is a cube root? Tell me a number which can be multiplied 3 times. The same number has to be multiplied 3 times and gives you the result 64. What is that number? We know it is 4. 4 into 4 gives you 16 and 16 fours gives you 64. So what is the cube root of 64? That is 4. Similarly, if I tell you 4th root, okay, 4th root of 16, what is the answer? That is 2. Like this, if I carry out something called as nth root, and if I say it is b, nth root of a positive real number a is b, then can I tell you b to the power n gives you a? Can I tell you this? Because for that you need to tell me whether I can write this or not? 2 raised to the power 4 gives us 16. How? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 4 times if we multiply 2, what is the answer we get? 16. Similarly, if I tell you nth root of a positive real number a is b, then can I say b raised to the power n gives you a? Yes. If nth root of a gives you b, then if I multiply b n times, then I will get the result a. Let me explain this in Odia for you once again. That 2 को 4 थर मल्टीप्लाई कला पर मो आंसर 16 पाउची. तो 16 नो फोर्थ रूट है गला 2. फोर्थ रूट कहले को नंबर को 4 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई कले मुई भितर आंसर पाइबी. सिमिलरली मुझे क्यूब रूट नहीं थी ना, को नंबर को 3 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई कले एठी जो नंबरटा अच्छी सेतिकी टाइम्स को नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई कले मु एई भितर आंसरटा पाइबी. व्हाट इज द नंबर? 4. सिमिलरली मु एठी कौन कहूँ एर nth रूट. एर nth रूट जदि b है तो माने b को मु n टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई कले, n इज अ रेशनल नंबर, सॉरी n इज अ नेचुरल नंबर. b को n टाइम्स मु मल्टीप्लाई कले मु कौन रिजल्ट पाइबी? a. कंडीशन b इज ग्रेटर देन 0. एटी आउ गोटे जिनस मु कहि दिए, ए जो साइनटा मु दउची ताको हमें रेडिकल साइन बोली कहे, विच इज ऑल्सो मेंशन्ड इन योर बुक. दैट आपको हमें रेडिकल साइन बोली कहे. एक कंडीशनटा बुझिलो दैट इफ आई आस्क अबाउट द nth रूट, मु जो भी सिचुएशन रे ए जिनस लिखुची that cube root of, sorry, square root of 25, we don't write it 5, this then square of 5 gives you 25. सेम जिनस एठी भी अप्लाई हुए. जदि n टा गोटे नेचुरल नंबर हुए आ मु a गोटे पॉजिटिव रियल नंबर nth रूट नौची जार वैल्यूटा b, देन आई कैन राइट b raised to the power n, b to the power n gives you a. okay. तो से रूट रिलेटेड आमे किछि आइडेंटिटीज एठी देखिबा. व्हाट हैव आई रिटन फर्स्ट? रूट ओवर स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ a मल्टीप्लाइड बाय b गिव्स यू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ a मल्टीप्लाइड बाय स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ b. जो जिनसरा मो रूट 6 बेले कहिथिली, रूट 6 गिव्स यू 2 into 3. now this becomes root 2 into root 3. same identity division by also square root of a divided by b gives you square root of a divided by square root of b. now ए चार्टा आइडेंटिटीज को भी ध्यान देकी देखो. ए चार्टार आई नीड द प्रूफ. ओके, ए चार्टा ऑलरेडी तुम बुक रे अच्छी इन योर पेज 22. पेज 22 रे ऑलरेडी ए चार्टा को आइडेंटिटी अच्छी. आई नीड यू टू प्रूव द आइडेंटिटीज टू मी. दैट मते तो माने ए चार्टा आइडेंटिटी प्रूफ देखेबो. ए चार्टा आइडेंटिटी रिलेटेड आम माने आगुरी भी बहुत सारा आइडेंटिटीज पढ़ीचे जोठी रूट ओवर नथिला, स्क्वायर रूट नथिला, बट आमे माने जानिचे ए भला किछि आइडेंटिटीज. सो ए दीटा फंडामेंटल आइडेंटिटी को यूज करिकी तमे माने मते ए चारिटा आइडेंटिटी रो प्रूफ करिकी देखेबो. ओके, यू कैन सेंड मी द आंसर ओवर व्हाट्सएप. नाउ ए चारिटा आइडेंटिटी को बेस करिकी हम माने किछि क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करबा. ओके, किसी सिंप्लिफिकेशन क्वेश्चन आम चार्टा आइडेंटिटी को बेस करके सॉल्व करवा. आई टेल यू हाउ. ये गोटे क्वेश्चन देछि सिंप्लीफाई 5 प्लस रूट 7 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 प्लस रूट 5. मु तुमको डायरेक्ट आइडेंटिटीज को न जाइकी आपको स्टेप वाइज प्रूव करके देखुची. आपको आम केमती प्रूव करवा? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी यूज करके. आई विल टेल यू एंड यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ इट इज डन. 5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 प्लस रूट 5. एथेरो तमे माने आइडिया पाई जीवो जे सेई चारटा आइडेंटिटी को सॉल्व केमती करबार अछि. ओके, सो दिस गिव्स यू 5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 10 प्लस 5 रूट 5 प्लस 2 रूट 7 प्लस रूट 7 into रूट 5. so what did I do? 10 plus 5 root 5 plus 2 root 7 plus root over 35. फर्स्ट आइडेंटिटी यूज करिकी कम्यूटेटिव, सॉरी कम्यूटेटिव नुहे, लेफ्ट एंड राइट इक्वल. ओके, से भाया जदि आउ गोटे तुमको क्वेश्चन पचारे मल्टीप्लाई 3 प्लस रूट 7 इंटू 3 माइनस रूट 7. एटी तुम मैंने देखिपार आम ये आइडेंटिटी कौन पढ़ीचे? ए प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी. तुम मैंने रूट्र भी आइडेंटिटी पढ़ीच. यार आंसर आम कौन करते? ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, स्क्वायर ऑफ ए माइनस स्क्वायर ऑफ बी. तो एठी if I take this as A and this as B, this also becomes A and this also becomes B. आउ साइन भी यही भाया ही अच्छी. So straight जदि मुझे ये identity पकाऊँगी, then what do I get? Right? Now square of 3 is 9. What is the square of root 7? What is the square of root 7? That is 7. Okay? Answer is 2. यही भाया identities तुम मैंने solve करी पारिबो. Questions अच्छी and you have to find out and you have to send the answers to me as well. Example 16 is your homework. Okay? Example 16 is your homework. Say in same page 22. Okay? आउ गोटे छोटिया जिनस ये आसे which is most important and ए रिलेटेड बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन तुम मैंने एठी तो सॉल्व करिवो फ्यूचर रे भी तुम मैंने यही रूल यही प्रिंसिपल यूज करके बहुत जिनस पढ़िबो एंड बहुत सारा क्वेश्चंस भी फेस करिवो सेथि पई यू नीड टू इंटरनलाइज दिस कांसेप्ट रेशनलाइजिंग द डिनोमिनेटर यूज कौन यार दैट वी नो हाउ टू प्लॉट रूट 2 इन नंबर लाइन आमे जानिचे रूट 2 को नंबर लाइन में केमती प्लॉट करिवा आमे जानिचे रूट 3 को नंबर लाइन में केमती प्लॉट करिवा बट इफ आई आस्क यू हाउ टू प्लॉट 3 बाय रूट 3 कैन वी ड्रॉ ना आम मैंने रूट 3 बाय 3 को प्लॉट करि परिवा इफ नॉट वी कैन प्लॉट 1 बाय 3 वी कैन प्लॉट 5 बाय 3 तो जदि एगुडा को प्लॉट करि परिवा ताहले याको जदि या तळटा को मो रेशनल नंबर गोटे करि देली देन आल्सो वी कैन प्लॉट इट इन द नंबर लाइन बिकॉज आम जाने 1 बाय 3 को केमती शो करियर अच्छे नंबर लाइन में वी नो आम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट नोट्स रे डिफरेंट सेगमेंट्स रे डिवाइड करके फर्स्ट पार्ट को आम 1 नहीं गले दैट बिकेम न्यूमरेटर आम 1 बाय 3 करदे बट आपको हाउ डू आई रिप्रेजेंट इन द नंबर लाइन जदि मुझे डिनोमिनेटर को रेशनल करदेली ये हरटा को यार गोटे रेशनल नंबर करदेली देन मु फाइंड आउट कर दे पारिबी ताकू सही बड़ा सेगमेंट्स रे डिवाइड कर दे पारिबी एंड देन आई कैन फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज वेयर इज द पॉइंट लोकेटेड सो ए सब यारी पाई नीड आसे डिनोमिनेटर को रेशनलाइज करिवार आई टेल यू सम क्वेश्चंस आउ एक्सप्लेन करिबी केमती आमे डिनोमिनेटर को रेशनलाइज करिवा बट मेक श्योर यू रिमेंबर द प्रोसेस लेट्स से दिस इज माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन 1 by root 7 वी हैव टू रेशनलाइज द डिनोमिनेटर रेशनलाइज करिवा माने आमे शॉर्ट ऑफ यार गोटे इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन फाइंड आउट करिवा ओके तो मु जेतेबेले आमे आगुरु पढ़ी 1 by 2 रो डेसिमल सॉरी इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन फाइंड आउट करो कौन करथिले गोटे किछि पर्टिकुलर नंबर नउतले लेट्स से 5 ताको ऊपर आउ तळे बोथ जगह रे मल्टीप्लाई करथिले काइना बोथ रे मल्टीप्लाई करले ही वैल्यूटा समान रहबो एंड देन वी सिंपली जस्ट रोट इट एई भले आमे इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन बार करथिले तो ए रेशनलाइज करिवा केस रे आमे सेम गोटे इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन ही बाहर करिवा जो फ्रैक्शन हमको देइछि तारो जेमिति कि से इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन नो डिनोमिनेटरटा रेशनल होथबो ओके तो एठी कोन करिबा को नंबरटा एठी मु मल्टीप्लाई कले ऊपर आउ तळे बोथ रे तळटा मोर रेशनल नंबर हबो ओके ऑलवेज रिमेंबर जदि मते रूट n देछि ता सहित मु रूट n मल्टीप्लाई कले ही आंसर n पाइबी दिस इज द ट्रिक जेकोसी संख्यार मते रूट देछि ता सहित सेही संख्यार रूट मल्टीप्लाई कले ही मु आंसरटा सेही संख्या पाइबी तो ऑब्वियसली एठी मु रूट 7 मल्टीप्लाई करी ओके ए जिनस मन रखिबो फर्स्ट रूल रूट n देइथिले रूट n मल्टीप्लाई करिवो आ जदि मु तळे मल्टीप्लाई कली जरूरी जे मु ताको ऊपर ही मल्टीप्लाई करे सो बोथ केसेस मु कोन पाइली रूट 7 by 7 रेशनलाइज हे गला जदि मु तुमको आ गोटे क्वेश्चन दिए 2 by root 5 आको रेशनलाइज करो कोन करिवो सेम प्रिंसिपल यूज करिवो कोन सेम प्रिंसिपल 2 सहित रूट 5 गुणिब तले रूट 5 सहित भी रूट 5 गुणिब तले रूट 5 गुणिब बोली ऊपर रूट 5 गुणिब तो व्हाट यू गेट 2 रूट 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 5 यदि आउ गोटे से वाला तुम क्वेश्चन पाउछ रूट 3 by root 5 एठी तो हमें कहबा हमें ऊपरटा कोन करबा किछि नै तुमको क्वेश्चन अछि डिनोमिनेटर को रेशनलाइज करो तेनु ऊपरटा इरेशनल थिले किछि प्रॉब्लम नाही तो कोन मल्टीप्लाई करिवो रूट 5 सहित से रूट 5 ऊपर भी रूट 5 सो दिस बिकम्स रूट 15 डिवाइडेड बाय 5 क्लियर ये तो गला सिंगल नंबर डिनोमिनेटर वाला क्वेश्चन जदि ये भले आउ दुईटा एग्जांपल तुमको देबी लेट्स से 1/2 minus root 7 I am given 1/2 minus root 7 तो आम मैंने आइडेंटिटी बेले देखीचे जे ये भाया किसी जदि अच्छी ता सहित मु कौन मल्टीप्लाई कले मोर एटा रेशनल होची एंड दिस इज अ रेशनल नंबर व्हिच इज क्लियरली विजिबल एठी किसी स्क्वायर रूट टर्म नाही सो एटा गोटे क्लियरली रेशनल नंबर तो मु कौन मल्टीप्लाई करची सेई रो प्लस वाला सहित माइनस यदि माइनस देची प्लस ओके तो यही प्रिंसिपल यूज करिकी मु एठी कौन मल्टीप्लाई करिवि एठी 2 minus root 7 अच्छी सेठी मु 2 plus root 7 मल्टीप्लाई करिवि ओके आ ऊपर भी सेम नंबर मल्टीप्लाई करी 2 plus root 7 ऊपर 1 into 2 plus root 7 मत देला 2 plus root 7 एवं तलटा कौन हम स्क्वायर ऑफ 2 minus स्क्वायर ऑफ root 7 ओके ऊपरटा मोर 2 plus root 7 को 2 plus root 7 रहिला तलटा हो गला 4 minus 7 so this is 2 plus root 7 divided by minus 3 तलटा रेशनल हो गला यदि से भाई आउ गोटे क्वेश्चन आसे 1/√3 minus √5 एटी तुम कौन कर √3 minus √5 सहित कौन मल्टीप्लाई कर √3 plus √5 √3 plus √5 ऊपर भी मल्टीप्लाई कल आपको यार कंजुगेट कहा जाए ओके जदि √a plus √b अच्छी देन ता सहित मु मल्टीप्लाई करी √a minus √b These two are called as conjugates of each other. Okay? पढ़ी तो माने फ्यूचर रे सो एठी कौन है गला √3 plus √5 divided by square of √3 minus square of √5 को आइडेंटिटी एठी पकोची यू हैव टू मेंशन इन द ब्रैकेट तुमको सेटा प्रूफ करिकि जो छटा आइडेंटिटी मु तुमको लेखि कहिथिली पेज 25 रे अछि सेई थिरु ही किछ आइडेंटिटी मु पुट करूची व्हिच यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल बाय योरसेल्फ that is √3 plus √5 gives you 3 minus 5 this becomes √3 plus √5 divided by minus 2 okay आपको हमें यही प्रोसेस रे हमें डिनोमिनेटर को रेशनलाइज करे which is a very important question so you have to practice all the possible questions मु तुमको यार एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस भी सेंड करी मेक श्योर तुम से आइडेंटिटीज गुड़ाक मन रख आ काइंडली मत प्रूफ करके सेंड भी कर ट्राई दिज क्वेश्चंस भी कर सॉरी एग्जांपल्स भी कर तुम आउ गोटे होमवर्क हो गला एक्सरसाइज 1.5 ओके एक्सेप्ट देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन 4 नंबर एक्सेप्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 डोंट डू द फोर्थ क्वेश्चन आई विल टेल यू व्हाई Exercise 1.5 except question number 4. Till then exercise करो rationalizing the denominator questions practice करो and I will send you some extra questions. Thank you.